Alright guys, so welcome once again to Crossover Couples, and I've got one that I can honestly see this working for a short time, mind you. I could see this working for a short time. And the couple in question, as you can see right here, yeah, Star Butterfly from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Jack Spicer. And you're probably already thinking, well, hold on a minute. How is that a viable couple? Like I said, this would not be a couple that would last very long. This is a couple that would probably only last, it would be like a short time and then they would fall apart. This relationship would fall apart. So yeah, let's talk about it. Now, the reason why I kind of see, there is a argument for there could be a attraction between Jack and Star. There could honestly be some attraction to them, because honestly, let's be honest here, people, Star kinda digs her bad boys. She loves them bad boys. And Jack's the embodiment of that. And when you really think about it, Jack is kind of like an evil version of Marco. No, really, hear me out. Like Marco, Jack is neurotic. He is he's very self-conscious about himself. He's constantly trying to prove himself. Marco does that a lot too, when he really wants to prove himself to his sensei and all that, and then realized, oh yeah, I'm better than him. But Jack is kind of like, but Jack always has to prove himself. He always wants to, impress everyone around him. So yeah, like I said, he's like the evil version. Jack's kind of like the evil Marco. Which is kind of hilarious when you really think about it. So yeah, like I said earlier, Star really digs her bad boys, and I think she would kind of dig Jack's goth aesthetic. The tech goth aesthetic would definitely get Star turned on. So yeah, this relationship would probably be a lot of fun. Like, I think Star doesn't really give a shit about the rules, neither does Jack, and I think Jack would be kind of into the idea of hanging around Star just so they could cause trouble together, because let's be honest with ourselves, Star has a tendency to get into trouble. A lot. And I think Jack would just kind of exacerbate that. He would really play on Star's need to be just a little wild. Just a little weird, just a little wild. See what I did there? So yeah, Jack would definitely play on that. He would absolutely love to just kind of really push her further. And I think Jack would also kind of open up to Star, honestly. I think, because the other thing is that Jack's really insecure about himself, much like Marco. And that I feel like Jack would eventually feel like he could tell Star some stuff. Like, he would definitely like to, just tell her about some private things. And I feel like Star would kind of be understanding of that. Now, as I said earlier, this is, I said this relationship would work for a time. And it's not because of the age-old, oh, it's a hero-villain relationship that can never be. It's actually more like their personalities are so conflicting. Because let's be honest with ourselves, and I think I've said that 3 times now, but let's be clear, and I think if you've all watched Shaolin Showdown, we all know, and did I say Jack was from Shaolin Showdown? Did I? Yeah. But I'm pretty sure you guys know who Jack is anyway. It's been a long time since I've talked about Shaolin Showdown. That's great, Zilla. You're almost 4 minutes into the video, and now you're just mentioning this. Anyway, so Jack really cares about one person above all else, and that's Jack. I mean, hell, the dude has built how many robots based around himself? I think 3, right? So that's kind of the thing, is that Jack really in the end looks out for one person, and that's Jack. And I feel like at some point, I think Jack's need to be the #1 villain of the world, and, trying to be future ruler of the world, I think at some point he would go like, hey, Star, just gonna throw this out here, but can I borrow your wand for just a little bit? I just need it for a second. And no doubt he'd be running over to, hand it over to Chase Young or Wuya. Because he would do that. Yeah. But that's kind of the thing, is that eventually Jack, even though despite opening up to, to Star and, telling her all of kind of his private life, I feel like in the end, Jack's ambitions would override his need to be, his desire to be with Star, and his own desires to be, a credible supervillain would overtake him. And I think that would be really the big thing that would set them apart, is that Jack can't help himself. That's the problem, is that Jack, in no way, shape, or form, can help himself from being, well, Jack Spicer. So that's kind of the big thing. But yeah, this would be a fun little relationship they would have. I feel like, yeah, they would kind of understand each other for a while. But like I said, this would go down in flames so damn fast. Like, I could imagine, like, the furthest this would go is probably a month, like maybe 2 months maximum. 3 if we're, well, maybe a month, 2 months maximum. There you go. There's the more realistic, if we're really being sensible with ourselves. And yeah, you could make the argument that, well, maybe Star could help make him good. Well, at this point, Star's not really good at giving sage advice. Although we did, and I feel like, even though, yeah, she has given some good advice, and, during the sleepover episode, that was about it. I don't know if she could really help turn Jack good, because trust me, people have done that, and Jack can't help himself from being what he is. And what he is a little coward who wants to be the ruler of the world. So therein lies the problem. So like I said, this would be one of those relationships that would be, fast and furious and go down in flames just as quickly. Because Stark over the win. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of the idea of Jack Spicer and Star Butterfly being in a relationship? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.